Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and tonight I'm going to show you some Easter ideas that I've been working on with the Storybook Friends set and dies. I think that there's some really cute things. I have a couple of cute little Easter baskets that you can make, and I'm going to show you a couple of cards. This is the Storybook Friends set, and it's got lots of cute little animals. There's a lot of bunnies dressed in different clothing. There's a little possum, there's a squirrel, there's another squirrel, there's some landscaping stuff, there's some messages, and it looks like this. So it is a little bit smaller on the cover rather than the size of the stamps, but the stamps look like that, just so you know. And I love this paper. This paper is so pretty. It's got some cute little vignettes that you can cut out, and you'll see that I have done that in a minute when I get done. It's got this on the back side. Here are some more animals with this on the back side. So I was looking to see if this paper was being discontinued, and as far as I can tell, it's not. It is on back order right now, but it's supposed to be coming back in at the beginning of May. I think it was May or mid-May. I think it's May 16th. So hopefully this paper doesn't go away, and hopefully, and I haven't found the stamp set listed on the discontinued list either. So I believe that this is carrying over, and it will probably be in the online exclusives. So there's a couple things I wanted to show you today. I wanted to show you how to make cute little baskets for Easter treats. These are really good for candy and stuff for your table. If you've got kids, grandkids that you're going to give Easter treats to, you know, this is really good. And I'm about a minute ahead of my video, and this is it's gonna drive me nuts. But anyway, so this is a cute little basket that I made. I'm going to show you how to make this one, and then I have an idea for another one, but I've actually never put one together. So we'll do it together, and we'll see how it goes. So this one, I used the new Darling Duckling paper. This is Lemon Lolly, and I used a little bit of the Delightful Flowers and that gingham. And then this is Meandering Meadow, and I took one of the scenes that had lots of yellow flowers in it, and I just thought that that was such a pretty scene, so I thought that would be really cool. So this little box is very quick to make, and I'll show you that. And then also, this is an Easter card that my group and I made. We did this for Stamp Club. Stamp Club's going to be changing a little bit in format because the new computer system went live today, and so the host code is gone. And I do Stamp Club. Stamp Club is once a month. It's the second Tuesday of each month at 1 p.m. And if you're in the Boston area and you have time on Tuesday afternoons, come on over. I will add a second session in the evenings if I need to, if people are really interested, but we make 4 cards. It's $25, and we make 4 cards, and it's usually themed around whatever holiday is coming up, or, you know, just the months. And so this is a really cool fun fold one that we did for Stamp Club for Easter. Oops, I'm opening it the wrong way. And it opens like this, and it has this cute little picture on the inside. And then it has the little bunnies that have been stamped and colored. And then this opens like this. And then it closes like this. So it's kind of a 3-part card. And so it's a fun fold. Put that there. This is one that I just made tonight, and I used some of the ephemera. So this is one of those sets that has 5 sheets of designer paper and 2 sheets of the ephemera package. So I thought this was so cute, and I love little ducklings. And of course, I'm in the Boston area, and there's the book that, you know, the little ducklings, and the pond is in downtown Boston in Public Garden. And I took the kids down there when they were really little, but I have not been down there in many, many, many years. So, but I just love the little ducklings. I think that's so cute. And I haven't done anything with the inside yet, because I just made this, I threw this together this afternoon. I kind of got inspired. So This is another design that's in the paper. It's got these really pretty little English type houses, country houses. And what I did was I cut around and I just kind of silhouetted some of the little vignettes. We have a bunny giving another bunny some plants. And then also a little bunny down here watering the flowers. And then some other little bunnies over here with carrots. And I just thought that that was cute and that that's a cute little set. And that's actually a really good spring card as well. I would like to find some embellishments that went with this. Actually, this one the gray might work on that, or some of the green might work to kind of spruce it up a little bit. But as I said, I was working on this afternoon, so we'll see here. And then this is a gorgeous, I love these cards. I love, 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 love these cards. I'm not sure who came up with this idea for these cross cards. They're 3D, but I had to copy the idea because it's just so pretty. So this is, again, the Meandering Meadow paper, which is retiring. So I believe that that is marked down if there's any left on the last chance list. This is the Spring Delight set, and with the forsythia, which I love. And I added some leaves behind it like this. It does fold down, and you do need a 6x6 envelope to mail this, but you can fold it flat and you can mail it. So I just think that this is a gorgeous card. And then I put this piece on back so you can write a message. So I just think that that's just a really, really pretty card. So, okay, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to do this. So I grabbed some of the timeless plaid. So it's got lots of different colors in it. So there's a green one. Here's kind of a Calypso Coral, and I would say Old Olive. Yeah, I would say that's Calypso Coral. And then here's some blues. And so I'm actually thinking I like this one. But so what you need for this particular piece is you need something that is 6x6. So what I did with this was I started with a yellow piece of 6x6 cardstock. And again, that's the Darling Duckling cardstock. And you're going to score this. And you want to be really careful. You don't want to cut it. You want to score it. You're going to score it at 2 inches and 4 inches. And then you're going to turn it, and you have to be careful you don't score too hard because this is designer paper. So this one may not be quite as heavy as the other. And there's the 4. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to crease this along those lines. Go. Okay, so I'm going to crease that along those lines, and then I'm going to cut up. I'm going to actually flip this over because it will be easier to see. You can see the folds a little bit better. Okay, now I have to decide which way I want to be outside and which way I want to be inside. So I'm thinking that I want the plaid on the outside. And so what you do is you just fold this up until these meet at the top, like so. And same thing on the other side. And then you can make a handle for this. So let me show you. So what I did was I put tape here. Folded this up. I tried to go to the halfway point. So actually that should be about right there. And then this one I'll fold up. Oops. Nope. Didn't quite do that far enough. Okay. Okay, let me put the tape on this side. So you just want to put the tape on that one side the side that's going to be going against this. Okay, so now if I fold these together, and I'm probably going to get them all stuck with each other. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I've got it. So I got this to meet up here, and I've got that, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to put, so you're putting tape on the side kind of diagonally on the side that you're going against, that piece that you're going against. And then same thing here. Oops. And let's fold these in. I think it does help to fold it at the same time because then you can get that point to match. There we go. Okay. And then what you might want to do, oh, actually I don't need to. Okay, I was going to say you could take some glue and kind of squeeze it down in there to make sure that it gets glued tight, but I think I'm okay. So, and I know what I didn't do. I did not grab a piece of blue paper to make the handle. So I'm going to make my handle. For this one, I did 1 1/4. I think I'm going to do 1 inch. And if I don't like it, we'll change it. Okay, so this is a 12-inch handle. I don't think we're going to need 12 inches. I think 12 inches will be pretty high, but we can go like this. And actually, that's okay. That works. Okay, like that. So then the handle will go all the way down. That the handle's all the way down. Okay, and then the other thing that I'm going to do is these are 2-inch squares. So I'm going to cut a piece of this to just under 2 inches square because I just want to reinforce that bottom since it is designer paper and it's not quite as heavy. So as you can see, I'm doing 1 15/16. So I'm just under the 2-inch mark. Glue on this. Almost came out too fast because I had it upside down. I stored it upside down. Okay, and I'm just going to press that down in the bottom. And that's just going to give me some extra strength to it because it is designer paper. So, but this is a thick, that's actually a thick designer paper. Okay, so then this, what we can do is put this, I'm going to glue this part here. Oh my Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, now, so what I did was I measured this out, and this is a 3-inch piece, and then I glued it on here, and then I trimmed around it so that it fit the side. Same thing on this. So this is just the same piece, and I just measured it out. You can tell I did cut a little bit crooked here, but it still looks good. It looks good. I have the Pedal Park punch, which does 3 different size flowers. So I'm going to do a couple of blue flowers here. And I'm also going to do a couple of yellow ones. And then let's do this. So what I like to do is I like to take my bone folder and just kind of curl this a little bit and kind of break the break down the cardstock a little bit so it can kind of curl like as a flower would. So I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm not sure, I could put something across here. I could put a message. That's a little bit too big, but I could do something like this with a message. And I knew I've got dimensionals. There we go. Let's put that there. The blue kind of gets lost in the blue, doesn't it? Okay, let's add a little bit of bling to the center of that flower. There we go. There we go. Okay. May his precious gift be yours. Sorry, my hands are shaky. I've got this hereditary thing going on called familial tremor, and so my hands do tremble a bit. There we go. You could also do something else to this side, or you don't have to. You could also put some ribbon along here to dress it up a little bit. So there's another idea that I had, and what I did is I put together a little base, a card base similar to that, and this piece measures 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then I cut a bunch of these, the banners, and so my thought was to do this, to put this, to glue these to the side, and then to glue this to here. So what I did was I measured this, you know, I kind of just kind of laid it out like that, measured what I would need, and oh, actually, I want to do it that way. Okay, there we go. Measure what I would need, and then made this little piece that will be the bottom. And then what I did was I added a 1/2 inch to each side. So it came out to 3 3/4 by 2 3/4 for this. So now let me just glue this thing together. This one I did not use the whole arch because it would have been much longer than this arch. So I just kind of made this arch the same size, but I did not cut it very straight. So let me grab my cutter and let's, straighten out those two pieces there. There we go. Just going to trim just a tad. Okay, now they're straight. Like I said, we're doing this off the cuff tonight. Okay. So I need 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then we're going to score each side at 1 inch. So now, same thing. I'm going to cut here. So same type of thing that I just did to make a base. And this is going to fold up like this. Fold this like this. So I think that this should be the same. Yep, it's the same size. Do this. fold that up. That. Yeah, this is going to be much sturdier. So you know what would be really cute? That's what I'll do, is we'll put some of the ephemera on the side from the Storybook Friends. I hadn't even thought about that. We can make little scenes. Okay, there we go. That's a much stronger box. Okay, so now let's do this. Oh yeah, that will work much better. Okay. I'm just trying to get that even there on the bottom. Okay. Move that out of the way. So this larger one would go on this side as well. Okay, so you need an inch margin on each side. So now you know how my design, how I design things. So, okay, there we go. You're designing with me in real time. Okay, now for this one, I wanted to do a really cool handle. I cut a piece of white. That will be the handle. And I was looking for something that would make it like really lacy. So I was going through all my old dies and I found this. And I'm not sure, Darling Details dies. But look at this. So I used this and I made lace. So I made, ran it through twice on each side and made a piece of lace. I thought, that's really cool. So I was just, like I said, I was playing around today. I think I have the best job in the world. I get to do something that I love every day, all day. Well, I shouldn't say all day, because I do have to update my blog and my Facebook pages and all that stuff. And the computer stuff just drives me bonkers, because Facebook changes the rules all the time, and all the rules on everything change all the time. But anyway, so I used those detail dies and I did that, and I just think that that is so pretty. I really like that. And the funny part is I don't even remember those dies. So we could put that going this way, or we could put it going this way, either one. The other thing that we might want to do, if you're going to put some other things in this, is to cut, I'm going to cut a couple of little pieces to put on these corners, just to kind of hold that together a little bit more, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to cut this one down. I'll fold this in half. Okay, oops. Oh my gosh, it's flying away on me. Do that. Put this on this corner, like so. Put that there. Yeah, that will give it some, definitely give it some strength. Okay. This one. So it's just kind of a support. It's like a support beam that is going through. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here like this, and put the other end here like this. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. That is just really pretty. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on that. Put that in. And then I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on this end as well. And glue that in. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. That is really cute. Okay, now, how to decorate that. I will be right back. I am just going to get some of the paper. There we go. I love the Baby Boss. This machine is so great because, so it measures, you can put in pieces up to 3.5 inches, whereas the regular embossing machine takes up to 6 inches. It's easy to take it to the event. The only issue is if you're doing embossing, dry embossing. So it's very convenient because you don't have to leave your table. You can just use this for dies, as long as it's not a super wide die. What I'm going to do for this is line this up. Let's see if I can show you here. And we need it to come down about right here. So I'm just going to line this up like that, and then we can trim it to where we need it. It's a little bit longer than I want it, but that's okay. So I like to hip check it. I put my hip against the edge of the plate and then kind of push it in. There we go. Oh, I love this paper. Okay. My Baby Boss served its purpose tonight. Okay, there we go. So now let's do this. So that's going to be like that. So I'm going to cut this. I'm just going to use a pencil. Mark that. My son would be proud of me. My son, the engineer, would be proud of me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I should be able to peel these apart. Oh, look at that, it's so pretty. There we go. To fill in those gaps along the edge, we'll just fill that in. Yep, and that's over 3 inches, so that's fine. So I'm going to just cut a 1/2 inch piece. Okay, and then is that the right? Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Could not have planned that better. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now, it will fit. Okay. I'm rejoicing in his grace. Okay. So what I do is I have this little basket that I made. I just made it out of cardstock, and then when I have extra slices of things, or if I'm cutting a lot of lot of labels, then I will just cut extras and I throw them in there. And then I've got them to use. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. The bundle's on the list, but the paper's not? Oh, okay. Interesting. Rose is my go-to person. She checks up on things for me while I'm, it's a little bit crooked, but, okay. And just grabbing some flowers. This is the Forsythia set, and I know I have an extra set of flowers in here that I cut last week. And they're floating around. I just have to pull them out. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I have a couple of little flowers floating around in here. But anyway, okay. So what I would do is add some flowers to this and just kind of decorate it up. So I am at an hour. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And so I will finish decorating these and then I will post them tomorrow. So we've got this really pretty cross. We've got this basket. And we have this basket also. There's not enough room. So there's two baskets that we can use. Let's see if I can pull out a little bit. Yep, there we go. So now you should be able to see it all. Okay, so thank you for stopping by tonight. If you're not on my mailing list, go out to stampwithmarilyn.com and sign up for my mailing list. I send out at least one message a week with all the latest updates, anything that's on special, you know, items that are going away or new items that are coming in, whatever. So sign up for my newsletter and have a great rest of the week. Take care.